Welcome to Testimonials from the Healing Institute with Prophet Uebert Angel.
Good news to you. My name is Loi Kwachenera Nyoni from Harare, Zimbabwe. I was born with a tiny little lump on my right breast. It was a harmless lump, and it came to be that in 2013, the lump just grew suddenly. When I went for my breast cancer checkup, I was not sick, I had no problems, I was just walking in for a breast checkup. The sisters, they sensed that there was something like a growth. I immediately confirmed that I was born with a tiny lump which was harmless. They said to me, no, the lump had grown. They took me for further examinations. They discovered that the lump had grown to 0.6 millimeters by 0.9 millimeters. And they say the sudden change inside meant the lump had suddenly started feeding on me. It was likely to be cancer. They had to take me for further tests. So I was referred to Perenya to a hospital, to a specialist. They immediately booked me for an emergent operation. They said they had to do a biopsy because of the rate at which the lump had suddenly grown. Remember, I had done a breast cancer the previous year, again, check-up, and it was clear with nothing. So within a year, it had suddenly grown. The specialist, the moment I walked into his room, he told me definitely he did not want to have anything to do with the prophet. I had my wristbands on my hands. He told me straight up in my face that he hated Prophet Uebert Angel and he did not believe in the anointing. He told me to take them off when I go for my visits, but I did not do that. We went on for further tests, and he said he was confirming that the anointing does not work. Instead of him just telling me that the lump needed to be checked on and also to have a biopsy taken, he told me he wanted to prove to me that the anointing did not work. When I was booked for the operation, I begged the sister there to allow me into the theater room with my wristbands, but the sister unfortunately said I was not permitted to go into the theater room with my wristbands because they were not clean. And she also said I was not allowed to go into the theater room with any anointing oil bottle. I feared so much to die in the hands of the specialist, especially because of the words that he was saying. So we agreed with the sister that I could go in with just one wristband on my leg, and I said no, I want to go with all my wristbands in the hands. And instead of going inside with an anointing oil bottle, I asked if she could smear a little bit of anointing oil on my breast after they had cleaned me for operation preparation, to which she agreed. When this was done, I was put to sleep. When I woke up in the room, the doctors came to me and said to me, the same specialist, he said to me, I told you your anointing does not work, and I told you that this anointing is useless. He said to me, when they had put me under the blade, for them to take the tiny piece they needed for the biopsy to do further test on the growth that I had, they discovered that actually the growth had spread right through my breast like a net or like a lawn. So it was actually spreading under the breast, when we thought on top it was just a tiny little lump. So they decided instead, because of the way it was spreading, they decided to remove everything since they had already opened me up, than for them to do a second operation after their test. So when they did that, he said to me, unfortunately, I'm sorry we had to remove your breast ball, so you are going to have a hole on your breast position. So after the final test that they did on my final review, he said to me, you are well healed, but I want you to know that you will never be able to breastfeed, and the breast is not going to grow back. That I knew and that I accepted. Time went by, I became pregnant with my son. So when the pregnancy was progressing, my breast, it was actually filling up. I used to have a depression on the breast. The specialist had said I could put cotton swabs on the right breast, or a socks which is put into a ball to match my left breast, but that I did not do. I kept putting the anointing oil. I had no faith that something would grow back. I was just putting the anointing oil for the sake of putting it there because I had been operated on. It was taking time to heal inside. I could feel something. So when the tests were then done, when I was about to deliver my baby, they said they were going to be testing if the left breast was producing health milk. I asked if they could also test the right breast, if it was milk or if it was fluid. When the results came back, the doctors congratulated me. That was my obstetrician. He said to me, Loi, you're not going to believe that. Congratulations. You actually have healthy breast milk even on your right breast. People of God, I was amazed at the works of this anointing. My breast had grown back. As I speak right now, I have a small breast bore that God replaced on the lump that I had on my right breast. And the keloid that I had as an opening on the right breast from where they removed the growth that was there, it actually also disappeared. So if I'm naked and you don't know that I had a breast operation at some point, you can't even tell that at some point I had a breast removed. The God of this house is amazing. Believe you me, the anointing works. The God of Prophet Uebert is a God who is full of miracles. He is a God who is full of surprises. My breast grew back, and not only that, I was actually able to breast my son to 3 years, 2 months with the same right breast that was said to be a breast that would never give me healthy baby milk.
Receive your healing at the Healing Institute with Prophet Uebert Angel. Register for free at www.healinginstitute.org.